October is already on the way with great new indie games and some DLCs. This time I will show you more entries than usual, but I will keep the idea of 10 games intact for now. I'm thinking about expanding the lists and maybe making some videos with more than 10, maybe 15 or even more games. What do you think about that? I would love to hear your thoughts. Also, before we start, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with great new indie games and new releases. It also helps me grow my channel. Many of you are still not subscribed, it would help a lot. And one more thing, remember that games in the month's premieres are always listed based on the release date, so don't worry about the placements. Dread Dawn is an open-world zombie survival game set in a quarantined city. We play as a student who missed the evacuation convoy and is now forced to survive the brutal reality of a city overrun by a raging virus. This is your typical Project Zomboid-like experience where you will fight for your life, craft items, loot buildings, explore open areas like shops and hospitals, and establish a camp. You will have to defend your camp from invading zombies and enhance its defenses. This looks like a solid title, a bit lighter than the more well-known games in the genre. Kill Knight is an ultra-responsive, arcade-inspired isometric action shooter. This action-packed game looks insane. There's a lot happening on the screen and you, as the Kill Knight, a banished warrior once loyal but now a mere corpse inside reanimated armor, are going to kill the last angel. On your way you will fight hordes of enemies in a very minimalistic aesthetic full of destruction, blood, bullets, explosions and brutality. Complete challenges, switch between your arsenal, unlock powerful equipment, learn special abilities and survive the onslaught. Now we have a sequel to the well-known Wizard of Legend. This time we have a rather similar approach to the one from the first game, but we've got something new. Now we are able to use even more spells, create more combinations and still play with our friends with a brand new 3D visual style. What else to say? The first installment was good and really fun, especially with friends, and I think this one can even spice things up. If you are interested in more details on the first game, check out my video about roguelike and roguelite games. Anima Flux is a co-op Metroidvania about two genetically enhanced soldiers. Both characters will develop differently as the game progresses. We will explore the dark and grim locations of the space ark, rescue ambushed and injured partners, face off against hordes of mutants and fight bosses. What is important, and some of you are probably wondering, is that yes, even though this game is meant to be played in co-op mode, you can still play alone. This hand-drawn dystopian world brings great cutscenes to the table, along with an amazing art style and a dark, heavy, brutal atmosphere. I really like how this game looks, and it is one of the most followed Metroidvanias on Steam right now, so I hope it will deliver some great gameplay for us all. Now it's time for the first DLC of the month. The well-known Kingdom 2 Crowns is getting additional content called Code of Olympus. This DLC provides a brand new epic world, temple and quest island with unique challenges, hidden treasures and powerful artifacts. You can ride mythological mounts like Cerberus or terrifying Chimera and much more. Additionally, you will be able to assemble your fleet, fight at sea with devastating ship-mounted ballistas, and use your armada to conquer the Great Seas. There are many more new features added to the DLC, and I'm really glad we can still enjoy great new content in this series. Europa is an interesting adventure game. We play as an android named Z, embarking on a journey in search of answers. We explore Europa, a lushly terraformed moon of Jupiter. We run, glide and fly across the landscape, solving mysteries and puzzles and uncovering the story of the last human alive. This is a peaceful adventure, exploration and meditation game where we will travel and gradually upgrade the capabilities of our jetpack, allowing us to travel more freely. Europa offers a relaxing experience as we explore the breathtaking worlds of lakes, meadows and mountains. Now something interesting. Drova is an action RPG that merges the dark and grim tones of the genre with Celtic mythology. This title has a very intriguing aesthetic, a handcrafted world in pixel art style that is, well, I'm not sure how to describe it, but this aesthetic and style is very good. It looks kind of dark, I hope you see it too. This title lets you experience your typical RPG adventure. You will join one of two factions, each with their own values and goals, and your choice will have an impact on the entire story. Your job is to forge your own path, explore dangerous landscapes, complete tasks, trade, gather items, craft equipment, and master the flow of battle. Study your surroundings, learn everything you can, and grow stronger. This is the tale of nobody, and this is your Zero to Hero story, where you are the main character. This beautiful game tells the tale of a young woman and her lifelong bond with a magnificent wolf. You will embark on a thrilling adventure through a rapidly dying world. This is an emotionally charged action-adventure from the team behind the very well-known Gris. You play as Alba, a young woman bonded to a curious wolf cub, and both of you will journey through a slowly decaying world, once beautiful but now on the edge of death. You will learn how to work together, help each other and test your commitment to one another. You and your companion wolf will do anything to survive in this cursed world and make a new home together. And now yet another DLC, this time for the well-known Factorio. If you would like to see more games about factory building and automation, check out one of my previous videos. Space Age for Factorio continues our journey after launching rockets into space. You will discover new worlds with unique challenges, exploit their resources for advanced technological systems, and manage your fleet of space platforms. This DLC adds so much more to the game. Different worlds with unique flora, fauna and landscapes, elevated rails, a quality system, new enemies and defenses, landscapes covered in volcanic ash, lifeless desolated places with freezing cold air, vibrant swampy landscapes and many more. This DLC adds a lot of great things and I think it's a must try. Next up is a game from Polish developer Crazy Goat Games. Worshippers of Cthulhu is all about leading a cult dedicated to Cthulhu. You will decide the fate of your followers, perform eldritch rituals and master city building. If you love Lovecraftian themes, this game is for you. It looks great. You will build a giant city and awaken the old one, establish and expand cities across multiple lands, create production chains, manage your workforce, navigate ruins and perform rituals. Yes, you will engage with the Great One, Dagon and other well-known Lovecraftian entities. These ceremonies will unlock knowledge and bestow blessings upon you. Use them to enhance your power and expand your city. Speaking of expansion, there are many non-believers out there and there are valuable sorts of land, resources and manpower. Conquer, pillage, sacrifice them, it's up to you. And another game I covered in one of my previous videos. To be honest, it's a bit nostalgic because it was one of the first games I featured at the beginning of the year when I started regularly uploading videos. This one is a crazy and immersive RPG sandbox set in a vast randomly generated world when you can do whatever you want. You might compare it to something like GTA, for example. Our goal is to overthrow a corrupt president and take control of the entire country. We can pursue this goal solo or with friends, and importantly, we have the freedom to choose any means necessary to achieve it. Whether that's becoming a soldier or a scientist, hiring our own army, or creating chaos like in The Walking Dead. Also, if that is not your style, you can build a massive farm and become a powerful businessman. Moreover, the procedurally generated map ensures that every playthrough is unique, with a fully destructible environment and much more. If you've played similar games before, you will probably have a sense of what to expect here. And before we jump to game number 1, I would like to show you some honorable mentions. And last but not least, another entry to the well-known No More Room in Hell. This is your typical action horror experience, let's say something like Left 4 Dead, World War Z or Killing Floor type of game. Zombie apocalypse, you, up to 8 additional people and hordes of zombies in your way. This game features huge maps with multiple ways to end the scenario. You have to be careful though, because your character can die, like really, forever. There is a permadeath system, so it creates huge consequences for your bad decisions. You will have to be smart, use car alarms to draw enemies and make your way to your teammates. You will start with nothing, so you have to explore and loot, ideally evading any encounters to become stronger with each passing minute to withstand the power of the incoming horde. And that's everything for today. I hope you liked this video, and if you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel to stay up to date with great new indie games and new releases. I would like to invite you to watch my previous video about the top 10 indie games of August, which I released last week. This is my first video of the new series where I covered the best games released in certain months. Also, I hope you like this video as well. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you later this week. Bye.